Okay, so recently Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, was asked who his dream match opponent would be, and he chose one Adam Copeland, formerly known as Edge. So we get two FKAs taking on each other. Again, as always, we're going to go through this. This is my opinion. Disagree with me. That's why there's a comment section. If you like it, thumbs up. If you don't like it, hey, at least you listen to it. Here we go. So we'll get through some of their build weights and all that first. Matt Cardona, 6'2", 224. Adam Copeland, 6'5", 241. So from a strength advantage, definitely give this one to, to Mr. Copeland. When you just watch the way he does his matches, he's a little bit larger, he's a little bit stronger. You just see him using a bit more in the way of power moves. Now, some of that, of course, too, could be that Matt Cardona, the vast majority of the time, he is wrestling as the heel. He is, he's the big money guy who's coming into your promotion to to take your titles and to take your women and leave you behind with nothing but action figures and crushed hopes and dreams. From a speed perspective, I'm gonna give this one to Matt Cardona, and a lot of this just because you know Edge. Gonna be weird not calling him Edge. Where Adam is at now in his career, he's not going as fast as he used to. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need those massive bursts of speed that he did much earlier in his career. I will say one of the advantages that Adam Copeland is having that second run, very similar to how Shawn Michaels had one, where they don't need to be they don't need to do 1,000 moves in a match. They need to make a match that just makes sense. So he doesn't need to put on as many bursts of speed as he's done in the past. I'm also giving endurance to Matt Cardona. Adam is working a few matches here and there. He doesn't need to have that level of ring seasoning where Matt Cardona is going out in the indies. He's wrestling a lot more. He definitely has a lot more of that just in ring physicality taken care of. He's working more. He has more in the tank left over. Toughness. If you've seen anything from the King of the Death Match, you know that he has been in some incredibly bloody, violent brawls. If you want to see, they got bits and pieces of his NWA Ultimate Match of Death with EC3. So light tubes, action figures, thumbtacks. He is really putting it out there, and he's taking an absolute beating. Striking. I'm giving it to Matt. Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. He still does have, the Rough Rider, which is jumping leg lariat. He still does the reboot, which is his running boot in the corner. His style right now is significantly more in the way of strikes, punches, kicks, back elbows, drop kicks. That's pretty much his move set. With him wrestling more heel, a lot of it is just stopping the opponent's momentum. And he's definitely doing that a bit more than what we see from Edge. Yes, Edge is still finishing people off with the spear, but Edge has definitely changed up his game a little bit when it comes to his in-ring abilities. Grappling, I'm going to go with, I'm going to keep on calling him Edge. It's way too many years of calling him that. Adam definitely uses much more of an array of, suplexes, slams, DDTs, all of the different moves that he used to perform. He still does them. He still has all of the classic Edge move set, with a lot of that being grappling based moves. Same thing with submission. I tried to go back and find. I'm like, all right, how many times is Matt Cardona using a submission or submission style wrestling in a match? And he's really not. Where Adam still has much more of that Canadian wrestling style, where there is more mat work, there is more ground and pound, there is more just take a guy down and wear him down, whether it's ankle locks, whether it's the his reverse clover leaf. He definitely just does a lot more in the way of ground-based submissions. And during his final run in the E, where he was taking the broken part of the chair, put it inside someone's mouth, and using that as a crossface. He's definitely upped his game in that aspect. high flying. Again, still going to give this one to Adam. And this is primarily more of his moveset is still face-based. And since he's a face, he's going to be doing more dives. You don't see Matt Cardona doing that as much. Matt is wrestling much more of an older classic sort of heel where I don't want to do moves that's going to make the crowd excited to see me do something. You know, he might fake going for a dive just to get the crowd to be really pissed at him that he's not flying, he's not leaving the ground much. He's not taking a jump off the top rope. He's not doing a dive to the outside. Where Edge is still going to hit some of those moves every now and then. Over with the crowd. Again, now, I can't think of any place where Adam Copeland comes down and the crowd doesn't get excited. If you were to hear Always Ready at an indie event, the crowd's going to boo and jeer Matt Cardona. I've thought, so if it's a Royal Rumble and Always Ready hits, what will the crowd do? Will the crowd react immediately like, oh man, this is Matt Cardona? Or will there be those few moments of, I don't know this theme music? And then when they see him, the crowd will pop. Where with Adam, he's got that very distinctive, this is the music you're going to hear when Adam Copeland / Edge makes his way to the ring. Ring psychology. Not saying that Matt Cardona is a slouch in ring psychology in any way, shape, or form. His indie work and the amount of money he's able to draw now definitely shows that he knows how to work the crowd into a frenzy. No doubt in my mind. But Adam Copeland he's probably one of the top tier of this generation. Had he not come back for his second run, like I said earlier, his second run is very akin to what Shawn Michaels did, where it's a much better run because he can't do everything that he used to do. So the things that he does, he has to put a lot more meaning and emphasis into them, and a lot more work. It's not just going through the motion of the move, it's bringing out the emotion of the move, and that just makes it so much better. It's not watch me punch you in the face. It's watch me have the comeback, and when I strike you in the face, you can see that this is taking a wear on me. This is a physical battle. It's a mental battle. It's an emotional battle, and take the crowd really on that journey, where it's not just the motions, it's the emotions to go along with them. And mic work. Again, I have to give this one to Adam Copeland. Not saying Matt Cardona is a slouch in this. You know, his entire career now, and he's making more money now than he did in the E, is all based upon what it is that he can do to get you to give your hard-earned money to him. And Adam Copeland Edge is just better at it. You know, he's got that second comeback. He's got that built-in story of we don't know how many more matches he's got left, how many more times we're going to see him in the ring. And there's that built-in, this could be the last time you see him wrestle aspect to it. And I think that's what really definitely gives Adam Copeland an advantage in something like this. So I'm going to end this with a mildly paraphrasing a prestigious pro wrestling poet. You know, Matt Cardona, he's the king of the indies, and now he's rich. But for some, he will always be Edge's. I'll let you fill in the rest.